I wanted to take a look at some of my favorite things that happened during the season regarding some Easter egg and huge secrets that we are going to go ahead and talk about in this video about Peaky Blinders Season 6. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, the production of Season 6 drastically changed following, sadly, the death of Helen, but her character was mentioned almost in every episode. In episode 1, we see the portrait of her. Then in episode 2, we have a Tommy is having a conversation with Laura, but Arthur makes sure to her to not say her name.
We do not mention the name of the dead.
She was my Aunt Polly.
In episode 3, I did not find anything, but if you watch the episode, then let me know. In episode 4, with Tommy's diagnosed with tuberculosis, he asked for more time, and we can see that Polly heard this request and in a way sent Ruby to give him more time and a new life. In episode 5, she's in Michael's dream, and Michael talks about her. In episode 6, when Tommy's traveling to Canada, we can see her in a flashback, and in the finale where we see a picture of her as well, to showcase how the spirit of the actress will always be part of the show. We also see a picture of Grace, and when the wagon burns, it shows how he has burned the guilt that he had of her dying. The ending of the show sees Tommy in a white horse as he goes away into the hills. What do you think about Season 1? Tommy first appeared in a black horse, showcasing the growth of the character. Why a white horse? To show that Tommy had moved on. It symbolized purity, heroism, and spiritual enlightenment, and the triumph of good over evil. Now, this is not the only time we see a white horse. Where we see a conversation with his son, we see the horse in the background, as well as in Ruby's room, we see a white horse, hinting that this was the way to end it. And we also see Ruby later in the episode, and Ruby was a character that loved horse. So in a way, Tommy is riding a white horse is to a new path in life, with the spirit of Ruby by his side. But it doesn't stop there. In Season 5, Episode 1, Grace tells Tommy, but you must listen to the voices and do what they say. In Episode 6, Tommy actually listens to Ruby, who explained to him that he's not even dying and the doctor was lying, which actually saved Tommy. If you go back to Episode 1 where we see the hotel, there was a room connecting to The Shining, room 237. Now, the explosion of the house was done on set. They used VFX for the destruction, but the explosion was done in location.
You ready, boys?
Going into Episode 5 as well, the explosion was done on set as well. Now, when Arthur goes to Tommy, he says, "On your feet, soldier," which is something that the character of Tommy's dad said to his kids in Season 1, Episode 5.
On your feet, soldier.
On your feet, soldier.
When Tommy calls into the tip about Michael's opium, his briefcase is says Mr. Jones, which as we know was the name of the Season 5 finale. Some of the locations this episode, as we know, the episode begins in the gardens of Tommy's mansion, which as we know is something that we have seen before, and this was filmed in Arley Hall in Arley, Cheshire. It's a great second listed stately home, which was built in the first half of the 19th century. Now, Ada, who is as Tommy's sister, returned to film the show's sixth and final season just 4 weeks after giving birth to her son. We actually see a picture of her where we see that she's so tired, and it showcased how well, how she's so committed to the role and to the show. And as we know, this was shared in May 2021, and you can see how, and she said that she was sleep deprived and slightly delirious. She said, "I went back to work on Peaky Blinders 4 weeks after giving birth to my son. This is me sleep deprived and slightly delirious, changing a nappy in my trailer in between scenes. It's been the most exhausting and challenging thing I've ever done, but worth it to finish up this bad, crazy, brilliant show and say goodbye to this character." Now, during the season, we see Tommy talking French, and the way that he practiced this was with his own mom. He said, "I sort of knew French because of my mom is a French teacher," he confessed. "She's retired now, but I sent her the lines and she spoke them back to me. I used to have a very good French when I was young and had the energy to practice it, but I let it go and don't speak it anymore. So my mom refreshed me for those lines." So that's just hilarious, and I just love that. Now we know that we can expect a film as the creator, Stephen Knight, revealed that they're gonna start shooting within the next 2 years, and Cillian Murphy and the rest of the characters are coming back. The film is likely to be set during the Second World War and is expected to be followed by other spin-off series. Now, those are some of my favorite details that happened in season 6 of Peaky Blinders. What was your favorite? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.